Good morning. Today is February 18th and it is 6:46 in the morning time. We have some exciting plans for this weekend. We're actually going to drive from Belleville, Illinois to Austin, Texas. But first, we're going to stop in Dallas and visit my sister. I haven't seen her in a while, so I'm excited to visit with her. And then this video is to pick up some equipment for the company out of Austin, Texas. So we're gonna go down to Austin, Texas. I'm gonna drive. I just got in my truck and 13 minutes till 7. We got about a 10-hour drive ahead of us, and stay tuned. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. I got a YouTube channel, so I'm recording.
How's it going, YouTube? I'm Scott.
How you doing,
That's
Scott?
Chris over there. I think you've been talking to Chris.
Okay, so you're the actual owner?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate you selling it to me.
Yeah, absolutely. You came a long way.
I did come a long way, man. And I met up with my sister last night in Dallas, and we had a ball last night.
There you go. Cool. Well, I think it'd be worth your drive. You know, we've, like I'm sure he's told you, we've barely used the thing.
Yeah.
And we just thought we were going to use it more for what we do, and just didn't really work out that way. It's just been sitting in here for a while. So,
Okay.
I think the battery's dead, although it's a brand new battery. But I've got a jumper starter that we can get it going, just because it's set for a few months.
So yeah. So you bought it, and then
we bought it.
Used it, and
we bought it like the end of 21. We had a or maybe we got the January of 21. We had a project that was. No, sorry. We bought it at the end of 21 or the beginning of 22 for a project that we had. We're doing CMU, like 5 stories high.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're like backing trucks up to this thing and using the hose and grouting everything because it was solid grouted and it was a pretty big job. So previous to this, we used 5-gallon buckets and manpower.
Oh man.
To fill stuff up. So we bought it just specifically for that.
Okay.
And used it on that one project. Probably. Well, it says how many hours is on here, but not much.
Sure.
Sorry about that. I've got the kid with you today, and he's having a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Not a problem, man.
He is taking his sweet time on doing everything today.
Sweet, man. This is clean. I gotta.
Yeah. I mean, we showed it to another guy 2 months ago and fired it up right away. Just put water through it. But we don't really have easy ability to do that right here.
Necessarily here, yeah.
But
well, and then after that, that's what I was telling him because he was like, "When's the last time it was really run?" And I knew that, but then I forgot Sergio pumped
he used it
that patio probably a month ago or so.
Yeah.
And,
I gotcha.
He's our lead guy. He's the guy that whenever we bought this is who learned everything on it originally.
Oh, need a hand?
Actually, this has got to move because it comes down and sits.
What's your plans with it?
So I own a small residential concrete company in Belleville, Illinois. It's about 20 minutes south of St. Louis, and we wheelbarrow and skid steer, and whenever I hire a pump guy, it's always like $1,000.
Yeah.
So I was fortunate enough to do pretty good last year and saved up some money and decided to buy one. Invest. Yeah.
Good.
So
I know there's a market for this here too. Just like an operator and just send it wherever. But
yeah,
it's not really what we're set up to do.
Sure.
But I was trying. I was like, hey, it's just sitting here. We've had it just sitting here for a while. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You turn it all the way up to jumper.
I haven't done that yet. I was just looking because I don't think you can. You have to pull it back. The safety switches won't let you actually start it like this.
If you just crank it over there.
That last cold snap we had, I was like, well. Fix the batteries out here. The problem is that the storage is cheap, but they don't have any power for us to like leave a trickle charger.
Yeah.
It's all boats. I'm like, man, all these boats need to have trickle chargers. I have one on mine where I keep mine.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of need that through
For sure.
the off season. Our off season is like a month and a half compared to even like you guys. Like,
ours is from like the end of November till April.
Yeah.
And then it's hit or miss because
I didn't even winterize mine because I keep it in a garage in my house.
Yeah.
And so it's just not worth it because like I think December this year we had a couple 80-degree days that I was like, we could totally take it out. Like we don't really have a true off season.
Right.
And even today is a good enough day to go out just to cruise, not to swim yet.
True, yeah. I got a boat too. I bought it at the end of the season of last year. We had a blast on it though.
Yeah.
So that thing's come in handy, right?
Oh yeah, they do. So it was just used just to pump grout, huh?
That's it. That's all we did with it. Pump CMU grout.
Wow.
It purrs like kitten. It's pretty simple, this little Hyundai motor.
Yeah, man.
All self-contained. Take this out, put it back in a car, put it, on the other side right here, what's great, it has every place that needs to be greased is right off of here. Perfect. You just grease dirt, pop, all of them. If you've done your research on it and stuff, like this is your, I can't remember what kind of box it is, but it's like basically a grease box. So you have your mechanisms and everything that run through here. That hits your plunger back and forth. So what they recommend to do is either oil or water or something, just some sort of lubricant. You fill this up whenever you use the machine.
Okay.
It's got a drain plug on the bottom to kick it out. Now, Very first time we did oil. Well, what happens to oil and water when they mix? Because you're constantly, you know, got water splashing around and doing all this. Well, it starts to sludge, just like anything else when you get water in your engine.
Right.
So we went back and looked, and a lot of people were using like the slick packs that you use to send through the pipe.
Yeah.
Just doing a slick pack slurry in there.
Okay.
And some people just use water. There's YouTube videos of even like the manufacturer guys demoing these, and they're like, yeah, we just use water. It's just something to keep, you know, those parts moving in there. But
Okay.
it's just a grease box. And it even has a little dipstick right here. It's just, but you slide up and you can see where you're supposed to have your level.
Okay. I got you. Now, is it like splash around when it's pumping?
Not terribly, as
Okay.
long as you also have it secure. So on the backs back here, there's actually a drop leg. So you take this.
Oh,
if,
yeah, yeah,
if you,
yeah.
If you take it off the truck, sometimes it's not even worth taking it off the truck. Like you pull up to a backyard, leave it hooked up. But if you don't, you put your leg down here, you put your leg down here so you can stabilize it.
Okay.
Because whenever it's going, the whole machine's kind of doing this.
Right. Okay.
And I'll show you. We can.
Yeah, those Hyundai motors are pretty good, man. They're pretty reliable.
Yeah. And you
Good.
maintenance it pretty simple. I mean, oil change, filter, radiator, like it's all like right here.
Okay.
You don't really have to do much with it.
I'm assuming everything's just original. There was no like oil change since it's got so low hours.
So yeah, we haven't done any maintenance on it as
Okay.
far as oil change.
Okay.
I did pop off some coolant once. You know, I heated it up and saw where the levels were. I did top off a little bit of coolant, which I have there because I specifically bought the Asian.
Okay.
brand, you know, the pink stuff, which is what you use in an Asian, you know, motor versus a Ford, or you know, GMC wants the orange stuff because they have aluminum locks.
Okay.
So, got that. All of the owner's manuals, everything is in here. Kind of talks about whatever you need to talk. One on the motor, one on the phone.
Okay. Cool, man.
Wired remote. This is the wireless right here. It runs down to this box that then is controlled. The wireless remote here. If
Oh.
you just wanted to disconnect that and do I think this is like a 100 or 150 foot wired remote. Then you just unscrew this, plug in the wired one, and you have it there.
I'm gonna pick it up.
And it's just an up and down switch.
Okay.
This one, I know that he told me, I don't know if he said he replaced the batteries or they need to be replaced.
Okay.
Alright, we're on there. Got to switch to remote. Yeah, I think the batteries need to be replaced. You have to unscrew it all to get to them.
That's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Does that check engine light stay lit, or is that just...
I believe this goes away after it's warmed up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Double check that. I don't remember. I'm gonna, yeah, we'll probably use the jump box again, but I was gonna pull it out, and then that way I can close it down correctly with the safety switch so I can show you. You don't have your 2-inch sleeve on you, do you? In your truck?
Yeah, no.
I was gonna, instead of disconnecting mine, going back and forth.
Which one is the 2?
It's a 2-inch, yeah. Yeah, so that's the 90 that comes right out of the pump.
Okay.
That gets, you know, comes out of the pump, gets clamped on, and then there is somewhere around, it might be in the hopper, is the reducer that goes from 3-inch down to 2-inch.
Okay.
And so that's going to come out. But it's sometimes they.
ourselves a pump. It's really not that dirty at all.
No, a little concrete dissolver and
Yeah, I mean it'll clean right up.
Like even this stuff, I think you can put something on this grate even and get it to look more like get this little.
Yeah, it should be
Right
just
on.
if you want to look in there, maybe I'm missing it. That's about what it's like.
Yeah, that'll work.
So nothing too crazy. But so that's kind of that little bit of rocket motion that you're gonna get out of it. So
Yeah,
get the leg down here, keep it stable, get the leg back there, you know.
Yeah, that'll
Sometimes
work.
having it also on the truck's cool, but it totally works independent of the truck. We had it, like I said, on a site, locked up and locked up
Okay.
for
Yeah.
the time that we were using it.
Yeah, 61.9 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah, I think I
bad.
had it listed at 58, and I think he used it for this like 2 or 3 hours or 4 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gets warmed up.
Okay, cool.
Check it.
Cool.
The battery that's on there is a brand new battery. I say brand new. The original one is in there that has the right size box on it.
Okay.
Battery box. That one went dead. This one we had an additional one. It's a nice AGM battery. It didn't fit in that box.
Okay.
So which is why I have it strapped down here.
You can have the
Again,
other one.
Yeah, they had the other one too for this size.
Okay.
This one should, once charged, be fine. It's just that it sat here. We just had a freeze, about 2 weeks ago, something like that, 2.5 weeks ago.
Okay.
And I think the freeze just, everything dies off. My bike's battery went dead too. It's kind of same thing out here.
Cool. There you go, bro. Do you have like a bill of sale or something you could write me?
I put that together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We'll get you a bill of sale and set all this. The one thing that what I was saying is, so this, that opens up, closes up against here. You get a little rubber gasket that goes right in this little well right here.
Okay.
And that's what we have in there. If you go to their website, there's a guy out of, I don't know who all are dealers here, but there is an equipment depot, equipment company, and they have a sticker on the side of here, out of Houston. They'll mail you anything you need, extra balls, extra, the specific gaskets that go here.
Okay.
I'm sure that you can also just go down to the local hose and hydraulic and gasket place and match up.
Yeah.
Got a 7-inch gasket.
Okay.
But one goes here, that closes up, then you take that 90, that 3-inch 90, out one, whichever direction, wherever you're going with it, and then you have a reducer pipe, 3-inch to 2-inch, clamp on your hose, and go out from there.
Okay, cool. And you got all the clamps for the hoses and so
The
forth.
clamps, everything's in that bucket there that he's calling right now. The reducer pipe.
Oh,
The gentleman, I guess Sergio didn't leave it back here with us, and he's like, I think it's in the back of his brother's truck. So he's calling him right now to see where he's at here in Austin. So we're gonna find him.
oh, okay,
quick.
cool.
But yeah, whenever this closes up, this just comes in and locks it into place. Pretty simple.
Gotcha.
If you ever get clogs or anything, like I told you, we had gotten a couple different clogs just because we were trying to get our slump just right mixing whenever we were trying to hit 60 foot high.
Mm-hmm.
My best thing I can tell you is go specifically get you the nice big open end boxed in wrenches that fit this size specifically and this size specifically, because this is what you're going to have to unclamp. You'll undo the top and bottom clamps here, loosen up these bolts here, and then this whole thing right on this will pivot and spin out, and then if there's something clogged right there in those balls, that's where you can just clean them out.
Okay.
Also, just when you're cleaning is a good, you know, if you're flushing water through it all and get it all clean and it's all coming out crystal clear, great. If you have something that you feel like, hey, we got some, you know, big aggregate, some dry rock in there or whatever, that's just how you open that up and you can get to all those pieces.
Gotcha.
Pretty simple. There's not a lot of mechanics to it.
Right.
Like,
Cool,
this
man.
does that does this, and all. I mean, if you look at it in general, you can have all the parts right here, and you can pretty much bolt it together yourself. It doesn't have, it only goes one way.
Right. Awesome. Cool.
So I just did equipment bill of sale, 30,000. Gilger, write you in there. So this is what, when we bought it, here's the invoice, what we paid for it, plus we added, I think, another section of hose.
Yeah, because I think that only has 3 pieces of hose. We bought a 4th set of hose.
So it's even, there's more than that.
Okay.
This like, there's no title. We didn't put
This is all
plates
this
on it.
is.
Right,
This
yeah.
is just your certificate of origin. I think depending on the state or city that you're in, is that you can take that and you can get it titled like a trailer or whatnot.
I don't
But
know.
not there.
I'm not trying to pay the state.
Yeah, yeah.
Not trying to give them any more than you have to, right?
I mean, yeah.
This will get you home. This will get you,
Okay.
get pulled over since there's not a license plate. That'll get you home. You know?
Do you know if one is required though? Like,
Well,
or
we
is
were
it
wondering
just like
about driving around with
Yeah.
no
yeah?
thing, but that's why we just carry this one.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
would carry this around and say, hey, just, especially even if we had a plate in the state of
Yeah.
Texas, I as the seller have the right to take my plates with me
Okay.
anytime I sell something.
Gotcha.
So what you're supposed to have as the purchaser, at least to get through the state of Texas, is exactly what we're getting, is a bill of sale, something showing a transaction that, hey, that just happened today. This officer is why I don't have a license plate
Yep,
in here.
I got
They
you.
kept their plates, you know, which again, in the state of Texas, what you're supposed to do, they tell you that. And it's, yeah, it saves all of us from like you going and running tolls, and then we get the toll bill on the road, you know, like all that
True,
kind of stuff.
true.
And I've not done it before. I've done it before where I left the place, and sure enough, it bites you, man.
Yeah.
2 months later, you start stacking up $30, $40 in tolls.
It always comes, man. Every single time.
They find a way to find it. The man will find you. They will find you.
Yep.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, it's got the VIN on it. It's on the front of the trailer.
Okay.
And
That's factory Ford LED bulbs, and they're gonna put them around like crazy.
Holy crap! Yeah, they sure are, aren't they?
so yeah.
Cool.
So if you want to sign there, and I even put Chris on here as a witness, so I got 2
Okay.
copies, so you can have one and I can have one.
Sounds good.
And I only had a Sharpie. I couldn't find a pen.
Oh, that's fine.
What we can do, I'll shut this off. And your gas tanks, you know, I can't remember if I showed you or not, but
We just write your name or
Oh yeah. Oh, wait, you can have that one.
you can sign too. I have it. It's in an envelope.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, you check it.
Yeah.
I didn't have that. So.
Thanks for being so,
Hey, man.
legit. I appreciate that.
That's the only way for us to do this stuff.
That's awesome because obviously it's
We're
a write-off.
known around here.
So
You know, people know us. We have, you know, we're a construction company. We do a lot of business in the city and just around the outskirts. And
cool.
these guys, this is who we got it, and you have a copy of that invoice. But you can get,
They're right in Houston.
yeah, PD Equipment. And they also have a Houston office. But any one of them, they were super helpful. They even had a guy that was willing to drive up here and do a full training course on it. So
wow.
if you have any questions or like, hey, I'm experiencing this or that, like they're a good resource to just have.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
It'll also be like one of those things that you'll probably get, at least whenever we were on this particular job, there was one driver that we had a few different drivers that showed up in the concrete trucks, but there was one who was like, man, I used to run these back in the day, blah, blah, blah. He come out, he's like, no, put a little oil there. Oh, no, you need a little bit wetter right here. It's gonna get it up there, I promise you. This and that, like he just like knew it all. And I was like, just one of those seasoned vets.
Right,
know?
right.
You guys have been doing it forever.
Yeah. We run across a lot of good drivers in town for sure.
Yeah.
I think the air's good in the tires. So
I mean, I think it's good. They, you know, tires have only 200 miles on them. They got from here to Houston, basically, and a
well,
couple.
this thing can put air in it. I don't know if they look good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one looks pretty good.
You know, you get down the road, you might just next time you fill up, double check them. But
Sure. Yeah, I think they're okay.
did Sergio respond back to you yet?
Well, I'll start loading up the hoses then.
Yeah, if you wanna pull in and kind of, you can just back up to it when you get the hoses and stuff. Like
Okay.
that. You're fine. We'll just stop.
Well, we're buying a pump. That's a good pump. 2021 Mayco C-30, 2-inch line pump. That will make our install process a whole lot easier. I'm gonna load up these hoses and we're gonna get back on the road. I'm about 15 hours from home. It's gonna be a drive, I can tell you. But we gotta do what we gotta do.
You have a hitch, right?
Yeah. So I got a couple different styles. Probably just do this one. Oh, okay. Perfect. Yep. Did Sergio ever get back with you?
He's going to pick the piece up right now.
Okay.
He's going. So this highway 71 past Austin is Bastrop. It's probably about 30 minutes.
Okay.
That's where he's picking it up, and he's going to start heading back this direction.
Okay.
So,
Just hang out.
I mean, or you guys could probably cross paths, whatever. You know, if you're cool waiting, I'm sure he'll come here.
Yeah. If
But,
yeah, I could meet him.
he
too.
can also probably.
Okay.
I imagine they're going straight back up through
Yeah,
Dallas.
I'm going back through Dallas and then just north.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll work.
Other battery box.
Okay.
We already used all the loud things.
We're all done with the loud things. Now we're just doing the heavy things.
Yep.
You want to lift up the heavy things, bub? Huh?
And are these are 25 footers?
50 footers.
These are 50 footers?
Yes, you
Okay.
get 200 foot
Okay.
on it.
Cool.
They're heavy.
I just want to
Yeah.
Well, Daddy, I just want to go in the car and do scanning.
You want to try and do scanning? How about you sit right there on that bucket and do scanning?
I don't want it. I want to
A little bit of water left.
Perfect.
Sorry, Brian.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Oh no need to apologize. This truck, man, I bought this truck in 2018. It's got some miles on it, my friend.
It looks good.
Thanks, man.
It looks nice.
I get compliments on it all the time.
You want to go in more? Jen's
Oh
truck.
shit.
Well, here, look, go sit in Mr. Scott's truck,
Yeah.
right in the front seat right there.
Yeah. Black truck.
Okay, give me just a second, bud. Huh? Yeah. Okay, here's the phone.
Cool.
I'll get you the DNA in just a second.
And then got the wireless remote. You think a straight receive or a straight hitch, or I also have a raised one too?
I think probably a straight one. I mean,
Yeah.
you're no different height than him roughly right now, and that straight looks
Yeah.
pretty level on it.
That's a 2-inch
2
receive.
inch, yes.
All right. Cool. I'm excited to pump with this thing, man. I've never pumped concrete before. Well, I've hired it out, but it's my first time owning an actual pump. It's a smaller pump, but I think it'll be perfect for what we do. You know, small residential patios and hard to reach areas. It'll save Mario from having a wheelbarrow, that's for sure. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Now he'll just have to man the hose, me and him. That'd be cool. I'm probably gonna get 2 more 25-foot hoses so I can have 250 linear footage of pipe. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. You have to pump a pea gravel mix with this type of line, which is fine. You can still get the same PSI with the pea gravel mix. Yeah, it should be fine. Can you guys believe I drove 12 hours to get here? That's pretty awesome. They gave me equipment bill of sale, which is good for taxes. They gave me certificate of origin for the actual pump. It's 2021 Mayco. And they gave me their actual invoice when they originally bought it. November 4th of 2021. Damn. glad I came across this. It's expensive, but compared to a new one and compared to a expensive one, a guy like me is perfect for this.
Wifey?
Hey, baby.
Hey, sorry, we're just kind of laying around.
Oh, okay, that's no problem.
Can you pause it, please? Pause it so we can talk to Daddy.
I'm actually loading up the pump now. Can I call you back here in a second?
Okay, bye.
Okay.
I bet if it's cool with you, we could just find a place like right where you hit 35.
Okay.
And then he'll come meet you there.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry about that.
He'll show up, right?
He'll show up.
Okay. Do you want me to text him or call him?
Well, he's gonna call me when he gets it. I can get this number.
Okay.
We'll call him. What was your name again?
Amelia.
Amelia.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Yeah.
So Emilio is hooked up with the pump at our storage, and he's going back up, you know, essentially through Dallas. So can we find a spot like right there on like 35 and 71 or something that he can go and you can meet him there with it?
35 and 71. Yeah, I mean, wherever he wants. I mean, wherever it's easy for him. Yeah, what's around there? That's 35 and 71.
What's right?
The homely tweak. Get it. I mean, that corner is gonna be the easiest. Because if not, then he's got to loop around to the Walmart and all that, and that gets busy.
Okay, I'm gonna text you an address. There's a hotel, Homewood.
Either that or the Home Depot.
Send it to me, man. Palacios Men's Club.
Huh?
Pelagio's Men's Club. Sergio suggested.
Well, I know where that one is too. It's an easy exit for Emilio too.
That's fine. Whatever's easy. is
Okay,
Good for me.
he'll meet you at Pelagio's. Okay,
Yeah.
he'll be.
What time should I be there?
How long? When do you think you'll be there? It's 10:35.
5 minutes away from Chewy's house, and back is another 25 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay, I mean it'll take you 15 minutes to get there from here.
Okay. Yeah,
It's on the way.
I'll be there. I'm
All
in a
right.
red truck.
He's in a red. Well, you'll see
And
it comes through the pump, man.
tell him I got the pump on the hook.
Don't try to buy it from him. He's gonna try to. He wants this pump.
Man, if I had the money, I would.
I know. Well, all right. The red truck. I'm gonna send Emilio your number, so he can call you just if he's waiting on you. Or whatever. So, all right.
Palacios, right?
Palacios.
Pelagios. Okay.
All right.
When you
All right,
on
thanks,
your
thanks,
way
Sergio.
there, if you're wanting to roll through, I mean, there's a Chick-fil-A's not open today, but there's a Wendy's and there's a couple things on the way there.
Okay,
if you just wanna
perfect.
roll through, if you
Yeah, I'll definitely grab
grab
a bite. Yeah, for sure.
What was your number, real quick, and I'll just share you with his contact.
618-567-2521. So how's this on gas usage? I mean, since it doesn't have a gauge, right? You just kind of keep an eye on it.
Good question. I honestly could not tell you. Maybe
Okay.
Sergio could tell you what, hey, we ran through
It's just regular
a
gas.
tank a day or what? Yeah, I mean it's just regular unleaded, and the tank's built into the trailer.
Right, right. Just make sure it's full before you start pumping.
Yeah,
That's-
I mean, I mean, it looks like it's pretty full right now, actually. Make sure it's full before you start pumping, and maybe keep you a 5-gallon, you know, with you, because what you'd hate is that it's not full or that it goes out in the middle of a truck.
Right,
You know?
right. Cool.
Does that thing have a lock?
This is the wireless antenna off of it.
Shit.
Yeah, whenever you go back down, I'll show you, it locks. Yeah. Pretty simple. Well,
Man.
it's got no hours. It's still crystal clear oil.
I
Sergio
know.
could definitely, you know, if you have any operating questions, I mean, he's the one that cranked it on every time. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot him some questions and see.
Here is the.
Okay. Cool. It's all
second-
greased up too, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty greased up, and I mean, look, these things aren't going to stay clean in here
Right.
because I mean it's supposed to. The more grease you have in here, the better it's going to continue to work.
Right.
The chain, you know, all your
Yep.
joints, all your everything, you know.
Did you guys happen to buy a maintenance kit when you bought this? Like
Not-
an extra belt,
No.
chain, or whatever?
No, we did not buy a maintenance kit.
Okay.
I think it even talks about that in one of those manuals in there that you can pick up from these guys.
Okay.
We just never got, we never got that far down the road. with
Sure,
it,
sure,
you know?
sure. Yeah, yeah.
Funky looking key, but that's an extra ignition key.
Okay.
The first one you'll see, I actually had it. I put a wire through the ring and actually attached it to the trailer.
Okay.
Because these guys were, somebody was pulling it out, turning it off, and like anything they would just turn it off and put the key in their pocket, and then we'd show up the next day to use it. And, hey, Pablo's not here yet, man, with the key.
Ready Mix is waiting. Huh?
Yeah, Ready Mix is on their way. Where the heck's that key?
Okay. Yep.
So what I did was drilled a little hole, put it right here, and so now this key, even out of the ignition, just stays
Stays
tethered with
stationary.
it. But you
Perfect.
can take it off if you needed to. But yeah.
Okay.
So that's was my safety option, to always have a key on site.
Cool. This will get some use, man. It definitely won't be sitting. That's for sure. It'll be making money, man.
That's good. I
We
know.
wish we could have.
This thing will make a ton of money,
There's a
man.
market to make the money here for it, but it
Yeah.
also takes somebody to take care of all that.
Yeah,
because
that's
he's
true.
doing other stuff right now.
This thing is a gold mine right here. That's why I drove 12 hours to get it. I tell you. I was actually going to buy a new one. The guy had it ready for me and everything in South Carolina. But I called him and I told him the truth of what I was doing. I said, I found another pump, man. It's only a year old. It's got 60 hours on it. And the guy's only asking, 35. And the salesman, he was like, dude, you got to jump on that. Which was funny because,
At
you know,
35, he kinda said.
Yeah, probably.
yeah, at 35 he said
Yeah,
that.
This negotiator over the phone right here.
So, well, it's probably a win-win for both of us, because you guys, if you had a budget and you got your money back, it's profit, right? And it's a
We
win
didn't
for me.
lose money. I don't, we
Yeah.
didn't really use it as much as we thought, but it's all good.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You want the window closed? Why are we being too loud for you? Yeah. The neediest 4-year-old.
Cool, man. Yeah, you'll do
Yeah.
well with it.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, this PV equipment, I'm sure somebody else can help you, but that's probably the first call you should make if you need a belt or whatever.
Okay. That'll work.
Service and sales.
That'll work, my
Yeah.
friend. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks for meeting me on your Sunday.
Absolutely. Thanks for driving on. We
Thank you.
appreciate it too.
I just spent the weekend of it. You know what, man? The drive wasn't that bad. I just cruised 80 all the way here. I was stopped when I was 5 hours
dude
in.
Stopped at Choctaw on his way through. I'm sure, man. You gotta throw down a couple pulls on the machine or a couple bucks on the roulette table. Either that or
right.
he's stopping on the way back.
You're gonna do Pilates. Yeah.
He's like, I really had
What-
32, but I didn't want to lose my gambling money for the trip because my wife's not with me, and I gotta go ahead and see if I can make my 30 back real quick.
Yep, I got a 3-year-old. They were actually gonna come, but I was like, babe, you really want to hear Penelope?
3-year-old? Yeah, for a
in the
whole
car seat for
13-hour
10
ride.
hours. I'm like, that's torture. Come on.
This is torture enough. When I get on a long trip, I'm like, headphones. Put those headphones on.
Yeah. I tell you, man, iPads are wonders, man. And so long as they're watching the appropriate content.
Stuff, yeah.
Yes.
You have to be careful because
Yeah.
I've done like YouTube. My wife's like, nope, you got to go to YouTube Kids. 'Cause
YouTube
even
Kids.
if you think you're on a good video,
Yeah.
the ads that come up aren't appropriate.
True.
And I was just
True.
like, at least the YouTube Kids, and you pay a couple bucks to get all the ads deleted, so even they're not watching toy commercials.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough. He gets a late Christmas card yesterday from like an aunt that just hasn't been around for a while, and had like 20 bucks in it. He's like, that's monies.
Yep.
We can go to Target now. That's where we're headed next.
Cool.
Yeah, that's monies.
Awesome. Well, let me type in my GPS on where I'm going to meet him, and then I'll get out of you guys' hair.
You can type in closest strip club.
Oh, is that what it is?
Palazzo Gentlemen's Club.
Pelagio?
Yeah.
Oh, I got your contact too. Cool, Sergio. Perfect. Pelagio.
Yeah, P-A-L-A-Z-Z-I-O.
I'm putting it in. Jenny's gonna be like,
Oh, you just gonna look at your phone and be like, why did you search Palazzo?
Palazzo
10 minutes.
Gentlemen's Club. That's it right there.
Gotcha.
They got a big parking lot. You should be able to pull in.
Okay.
Nice and
Like
easy.
35.
Especially at,
35's like the next.
probably 10:45 on a
Yep.
Sunday morning. It's definitely
Perfect.
the Catholic crowd that's there right now. I'm sorry you didn't get that, Siri. Let's turn you off. Stop listening to me.
Awesome.
Yeah, Sergio should be there in half an hour or so or less.
Okay.
Yeah, you
That'll
check
work.
your connections. I did it, but you know, it's always the next person.
Yeah, we're gonna. My truck. So this truck's a 3.3 V6 or something like that.
Oh, it's the non-turbo.
Yeah, so it's like the suspensions. I mean, it rides very smooth, but you can't really tow and haul stuff. You know, it's like a vehicle.
I mean, this is the 3.5. What what's beautiful about it is this thing here.
What is that?
Huh? Oh yeah. Let's go up, you know, to what's my typical trailer car.
What?
Onboard compressor. These are all bolt-in airbag system right here, man.
Dang.
At 1,300 pounds per bag, just in the payload for the bed. Not to mention, I'll pull a 22-foot deck over axle with our L228 skid steer on the back.
Wow.
And it'll hum it down the road.
Now, when you're not towing something, how is the ride?
Beautiful. Because what I can do, you only have to leave 5 pounds of pressure in the back. So I have it like preset. So I can go down to 5 empty. The reason I kept it about 13 or so is because my bed's full of toolboxes right now.
Sure.
So I'm kind of a little bit of payload to just give it a little bit of, but yeah, like 5, that's 5 pounds up there and it just sits.
Wow.
And then it's got a standard, just like 3-inch leveling kit on it.
Okay. Cool,
yeah,
man.
I mean, I think the whole setup, onboard compressor, which you can also then plumb to have, if you wanted to put like a tank in the bed of your truck and have it charge up a tank so you have like onboard air. All it is just a little bit more plumbing.
Okay.
But compressor, bags, and everything is like 850 bucks.
Wow. It's not bad at all.
Totally changes the ability of an F-150,
Holy
without
crap.
spending the money for an F-250.
And then those are the brackets that come with it, huh?
Yeah, everything's complete bolt-on. You
Wow.
got a bolt-on bracket here, bolt-on in between, and it just sits in between your leaf springs.
Okay. Cool, man.
But you leave that 5% to do it. You can completely do it for about 350 bucks with no onboard compressor. My last truck had a Toyota Tacoma. I did the same thing.
Okay.
And all I did is I just ran 2 Schrader valves right here and replaced the license plate bolts.
Sure.
And I just had one of those little Ryobi trigger compressors, and I'd be like 30 pounds, 30 pounds, and load up to pull the boat.
Okay. Man, that's cool. That's pretty slick.
It's definitely a game changer when it comes to like just hauling and be able to just easily pull it.
And you got them just on the back?
Yeah, it's just the back.
Just the back? That's probably all you need.
And then I think for about 150 bucks or so, I got the this thing didn't come with the trailer brake controller or anything.
Okay.
And I'm sure yours probably doesn't either, because it wasn't necessarily intended for it.
Right.
But the trucks are completely wired for it, and the computer systems are ready to go.
Really?
So I ordered, like you'll see right here on your On your truck's the same way, but that little cubby right there.
It is there,
You
yeah.
have a little chain cubby, change
Yeah.
cubby.
Yeah, yeah.
So take the dash apart, plug it in there. The wiring for it, the plug and play wiring is already there behind the dash.
Okay.
Plug it in, mount it up, and then the other thing, you can go to a shop and have your computer turned on
Sure.
for the trailer brakes. Or I went and I bought for like 30 bucks 4Scan, F-O-R, no D. 4Scan is a computer program. And for like 30 bucks on Amazon, I bought the cord that's USB to OBD2. And you just plug it in, log in on your computer, and you can turn your brake controller on.
Yeah, that's slick,
And
man.
now it's on your dash. You control your brakes. Like even this little trailer has trailer brakes.
I did not know that.
Kind of a nice, yeah, it's
That's
a nice
awesome.
little setup.
Yeah, I did not know that
for,
you could do that.
To not spend double for an F-250 that has, you know, all of those things.
Right.
Now it's not a true 1 ton. I wouldn't do what a real F-250 will do, but it'll do more than a basic F-150 will.
Right, right. Cool, man. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know, man.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that.
Facebook Ford pages, man. Those guys, I mean, everybody thinks they know something. Most of them are pretty good. A lot of retired mechanics and stuff on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You should be good to go as long as you're good with your connection and all that.
Yeah, I think we're good, man.
I'll put a new plug on there. So I got the red tape. Somebody pinched it at some point.
Do they work though?
Should be. I mean, you can
Yeah.
double check.
Yeah, let me.
Yep.
Awesome.
Go.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna hit the road.
Yeah.
Meet Sergio.
Yeah. Spend a couple bucks at Palazzo.
Appreciate you. Thanks. man.
Good luck, man.
Black 8 if you get up to Choctaw. Let me know how much you won.
Okay. Cool, man. I appreciate you guys being so polite and kind and meeting me on your Sunday.
Sure,
Just
man.
send us a royalty check, you know.
That's right, man. That's right.
Hey, a Sunday morning like this, I'm pretty sure Scott and I are like, oh, a couple hours away from the wife and kids. Yeah, we're good. We'll come meet you. We weren't
Cool.
going to deny you.
I got a 15-hour drive back home. I'm gonna shoot it in one shot.
Nice.
So,
All right. Be safe,
careful.
man.
thanks, man.
Catch you
I
later.
appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Well, that was awesome. Two good group of guys. We're bringing a punt back home. I'm excited. I'm excited. We're gonna go meet Sergio at the Gentleman's Club. It's a place they recommended because he's got the reducer, and we're gonna need that, of course. Look at these cool boats. I'm right outside of Austin, Texas. So let's go meet Sergio. So this is a 2021 Mayco C-30HD concrete pump, pea gravel pump. It can pump up to a 1/2 inch of aggregate. But we use a mix called All-Star mix, which is a 3/8 pea gravel mix on a 4,000 PSI. So what this will do is it'll get concrete from A to B a whole lot easier. This is awesome. This is just awesome. In my line of work, this is really cool. How you doing? So you were the operator of this unit? Yeah. Yeah. How'd you like it?
This one?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I like it because it's not that dangerous, Sergio.
Emilio, nice to meet you.
Yeah, man, it doesn't, the other ones, they blow out hoses, and it's fucking dangerous. This doesn't.
Yeah.
This one, if they plug, you can hear the what do you call it, the clutch spinning. You can hear it. It'll tell you it's doing it. But it doesn't, you know, it just stops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then all you gotta do is just find where it's plugging. That's just very important. Like whenever like climb it really good.
Like the surge packs. Okay.
Yeah, I plugged this last time. But I ordered that custom creek.
Yeah.
That custom creek stuff. And you gotta let it pour out a little bit, like maybe like a 5-gallon bucket
Okay.
worth of concrete. Because the first, when it barely comes out of the hopper on the chute, it's all nothing but gravel. It just fucking jams in there.
I gotcha.
So I always let it like you know, like maybe a bucket full, and then all the good stuff comes right behind it.
Okay.
And then you start putting it. What are you using for?
Like a 3/8 pea gravel mix.
Or what?
Like patios and hard to reach
this is
areas.
perfect.
Yeah. That's why I came to get it, man. I'm from St. Louis, so I drove.
Trying to drive all the way to St. Louis?
Yeah, it's about 12 hours.
Shit.
I did it yesterday.
Damn.
Yeah. So that's why I'm here, man.
What did you get it for? 30?
30.
Yeah.
That's a steal, man.
Yeah.
This thing is a gold mine.
Yeah.
You know how much money you could make with this?
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised it's been for sale for 7 weeks. Like, what's going
I
on?
did this retaining wall.
Yeah.
And we poured it in an hour. Quick, you know, on 4
Yeah,
truck,
man.
9 yards.
It beats like buggying, concrete buggying or wheelbarrowing it. I mean, this thing is like, this is awesome, man. I'm so excited to get it to work,
Get
man.
it going. It's got like 60 hours, something like that, 67 hours, something like that. It's got very little hours.
I was gonna buy a new one of these.
Yeah?
Yeah, for 45,000.
Oh shit.
And then I came across this one like Thursday or Friday, and I gave him an offer of 30 for it, and he said they'll
With
take
hoses
it.
and everything?
Yeah.
Everything?
Everything.
And remote control,
Yeah.
wireless.
The remote's like $2,000 on its own.
Yeah.
Man, I got lucky.
I think the
Man.
battery was in the storage.
Yeah, he had to jump it, but I could throw it on the charger. He did start it for me.
It starts right away. I think it's like a little car engine, man. It's easy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking maintenance.
Yeah.
Not fucking around with all the. And it's easy. No, it's got an engine built in. It's got an engine car. It's a Mark, right?
Oh, okay.
It's a Honda. It's a Honda motor, right?
Yeah.
I love it. I told him not to sell it. I said, don't fucking sell it, man.
Yeah,
It's
no.
stupid.
I don't know, man. I mean, yeah. It's, you know, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know, you know. But these things are like gold mines, man. They just make life so much easier.
You gonna leave this here?
Yeah, I mean, what would you recommend?
It's not gonna do it, though. It's just gonna be rattling.
Yeah.
Just put it in the back of your truck.
just leave it on.
Leave it on?
Yeah, I'll probably just leave it on. So you put that surge pack in, you know, you mix it with the 5-gallon bucket, you put it in. How'd you do on your washout?
How do I do it?
Yeah.
Just whenever you like finish the grout, you finish pouring, just fill it with water.
Okay.
Just fill it with water, and just once it's filled up, pump it out, and then it's gonna be you're gonna pump all the concrete that's on the lines.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna start coming, water's gonna come out. And then you fill it up again. Once that happens, you fill it up again, and just run water. And then once the second one, stop it. And then on the reducer, put the ball. You got those little orange balls.
Oh. This is the remote.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So on this one, on off is
On.
oh, that just turns the remote on.
Yeah, you gotta, I think the batteries, they need new batteries.
Okay.
So we need new batteries. And it'll tell you like right here when thing is on. When thing is on, turn it on. And you go to remote. Turn it on, and you go to remote. And then you turn it on. And then it starts communicating with this.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to do it manually, you turn it when it's on, you gotta go function control on. And that's to the operating command. And this is where you can the throttle. You go up or you go down. You can lower it down here.
Okay.
Sometimes it's too fast, you know, shoot it too quick.
Sure.
You want to slow it down a little bit, you come here and or here, slow. If you want to use this, you gotta go to the remote.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but this thing is. Oh, like I was saying with that little orange ball.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, you put it in the reducer on the end of the reducer. You take the hose off once you pumped already like twice, 2 hoppers of water. You put it on the end of the reducer, and then you put the hose back on, and then you fill the hopper again with water. So that water on the last on your last what do you call it? On your last clean out, wash out. The water stays in there, in the hopper. And then alright, once you fill the hopper again, for the last time, you turn it back on, and it starts. And that ball goes through the lines. So the ball is like taking all the all the excess,
Aggregate.
all the excess,
Yeah.
whatever. And then the water is right behind it. So once the ball comes out, it already cleaned up the hose inside, like all like the mortar, like concrete or whatever. And then the water's right behind it, and then the water's gonna be clear.
Okay.
You know?
Clear enough to drink, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real. It's gonna come out really clear. It's gonna be clean. Your hoses are gonna be really clean, man.
What do you think about having 50 feet versus 25 feet? What's your opinion on that? I mean, does it matter or no?
Not really.
No? Okay.
You need the 25 foot.
I was thinking about getting a couple 25 footers, just, you know, because you might not need 50 all the time. I don't know, you know.
I mean, you can always like pull it, so pull it to where it's not on your end.
Oh, this one's got a hole in it, huh?
One of them was,
Yeah.
but it's closer to the end. It's like, see, like this one, I was gonna tell you that. There's one that was rubbing on a block, because when it's pumping, it's doing this. And it was running on the edge of the block. And it did that.
Oh, I got you.
When I saw it, it was brand new.
Oh, I could always cut that one.
Yeah.
I could always cut it. Yeah.
And
yeah.
you can. This one can be like your.
In
this
one.
one can be actually your 20. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
This one's like the 50. Yeah, it'll be like a 30.
Okay.
You can cut it right there, and that'll be your end.
That'll be the end one.
Yeah.
The one that you control. So that this part's in the cement or the concrete versus this
Exactly.
heavy duty. Cool, man. I appreciate you meeting me here, brother, on your
Yeah, man, if you got
Sunday.
any questions, give me a holler.
Okay.
Just, yeah. wish I would have kept it, man. Cause they'll let me borrow it.
Yeah. See, you were in a good position, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man, it saves. Man, it saves a lot, man. If you're doing this, you're doing nothing but concrete.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is for you.
Yeah, small stuff too, residential.
That's where the money's at.
Yeah, man, that's always, man.
That's where the money's at.
Is that what you do too?
Me?
Yeah.
I do commercial.
Commercial?
With these guys, I do all the commercial jobs.
Okay.
But I do some custom work, like with home builders, like custom home builders. That's where the money's at. You know?
Yeah.
Man, you get all these big old projects, man, and you make more money out of the small ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Do you know if this was the only one with the hole in it?
That's the only one.
Okay.
I've used all, on this one, it was like a 200 foot, and I used all of them. And none of them, every single one of them is good. They're all brand new. They still got the lettering and everything.
Right.
This one is just, I didn't notice it, but we were shooting up high, like 65 feet, and we had it going through a door, and then it shooting you in the bottom, and it was just rubbing on it.
Oh yeah.
While it was pumping.
Right.
We were cleaning it out. We were like, fuck. The water started coming through that. But no, this thing was great. Like especially like if you're doing patios and sidewalks, this is cool, man. I think I told Scott, man, you can rent this over there.
Yeah.
You can rent it.
Like $1,000 every time.
Yeah,
At least 700, you know, something like that.
People in Waco, they wanted to rent it for $2,000. They needed to pour 4 trucks. It's a 500 a truck. Well, yeah.
Heck yeah.
They said yeah. If that was gonna happen next week, now I gotta call and tell them, hey,
oh man,
I gotta find another pump.
Yeah. It was probably a win-win for both of us because, you know, he got his money back and
yeah, I wanted him to keep it, to be honest.
yeah. I don't blame you, man. That's why I drove so far to get it. It was a steal. Thankfully I had the funds to buy it, you know. I could recoup in a couple months.
Oh yeah.
Easily. Less than that, you know, when the season opens up. Our season doesn't open up till April in Illinois.
What?
In Illinois. Yeah, I live 20 minutes south of St. Louis. So our concrete season's from April to November.
April to November.
Yeah.
Nice. So right now you're not doing any concrete, man?
On days like, you know, if we had a day like this, you know, 2 dry days.
It's cold up there, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like 30 up there.
Shit. Yeah. You can't. It won't dry, right?
No. I mean, if the ground's frozen, the water won't, you know, dissipate. But we have calcium and stuff we could add in. But I don't do anything because the surface, it'll distort the surface. You don't get a callback, you know, 5-6 months later.
So then whenever the season kicks in, you know, it's $high, right?
Every single day.
Right.
Every day, bro. Every day.
Here I got people do it for fucking $450.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of pumps around here, huh?
Yeah.
There's not too many pumps where I'm at.
Concrete finishers, they'll work for $450
A day?
for a square foot.
$450 per square foot?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
They make good money.
Huh?
They make good money. Finishers in town are normally $350
I'm talking
a day.
about $4.50 a square foot.
$4.50 a square foot.
Yeah.
So for a 10 by 10, it's $450. That's good money. Yeah. I'm a finisher too.
You're a finisher? Like, use any type of concrete?
Just flat work. We do retaining walls too.
Retaining walls?
Yeah. Decks and fences, man. We stay busy.
But you don't have like limestone over there, right? Like regular, like natural stone?
No.
So it's mainly one of those, what do you call them? Those concrete blocks, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, like if Home Depot or Menards sells it, something like that.
So
Yeah.
the Bogart stuff?
Belgard? No, I haven't heard of it.
Good deal, man.
Sweet, man. Well, I'll probably jump back on the road.
Yeah.
Check out my YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Who does your content?
Yeah.
Really? Check it out.
You'll be on there. You'll be on there.
Oh, sure.
If you want. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Sorry?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I don't want to get famous.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Sure. Thank you. Call me if you have any questions.
Okay.
And I'll talk you through it.
Okay.
What kind of slur are you going to get?
Probably just a pea gravel,
pea
7
gravel?
slump. Yeah. I was doing some research. They said you can't go over 1/2 inch.
Well, you can, but you risk it.
Yeah.
Plug it.
Yeah.
No, we always keep it with that pea gravel stuff. What
Yeah.
do you use? Do y'all have custom feet out there? No, right?
We have. I use Quad County ready mix.
That's the people that okay.
Yeah.
Here they're called custom feet. It's like a truck that makes it.
Yeah.
Mixing it for you.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
Yep.
That's perfect.
Yep. 9-10 yards.
Yeah.
Yep. All day, man. The only time we're mixing concrete is if we're doing like a fence post or something. You know, from the bag.
Yeah, man. You have fun with it.
Thanks, brother.
All right, then.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Sure.
See ya. Let's go home.
Baby, now I got the flow. I'm about to pull up. His wishful cards. And I've been waiting so long.